Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well, and as usual, I thank you all for joining me here. I'm your host, Danielle Speaks TV. What's going on, everyone? I hope you all had a productive day.
In closing, the prosecution's case, Tugwell told the court that it was because prosecutors cared about Kartel and his co-accused why they wanted the case tried on its merit and not simply dismissed on a technicality. Hold on there. Hold on there. Kiss me ass. All on around there for the prosecution team. Kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass.
So, I don't know already what we are talking, right? So we're talking about day 5 of Vybz Kartel, Sean Sam, Kahira Jones, and Andre St. John appeal hearing to see whether there will be a retrial for the 2011 murder of Clive Lizard Williams. Crown requests Kartel retrial despite conceding likely constitutional breach. Now, I just want to correct the article there and read it the right way. Ready? Crown requests Kartel retrial despite conceding constitutional rights were breached by the courts. All right, so let us now go down and read the article. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions has asked the Court of Appeal to order a retrial for Vybz Kartel and his co-accused despite conceding that the constitutional rights of the men are likely to be breached as a result of such an order. The prosecution made the concession as it closed 2 days of arguments before the appellate court. Now, it wasn't the first time the prosecution was conceding that the men's rights to a fair trial in a reasonable time would be breached by an order for a retrial. They cannot set a trial in a reasonable time, so it is more than likely that their constitutional rights is going to be breached again. But of course, they're begging the judge for a retrial because your rights don't count. All right? At the end of the day, Jamaican people, watch and learn. The team from the DPP's office acknowledged that the concession was a hurdle to the retrial order they were seeking from the Court of Appeal. They called violating somebody's constitutional rights twice a hurdle. I love it. I love it. Prosecutor Lorraine Tugwell acknowledged the difficulty the prosecution faced soon after getting to her feet. I could see what go and write this one after she stand up. Justice McDonald Bishop commended Tugwell for her frank admission, pointing out that the prosecution needed to prove to the court that the acknowledged breach of the men's constitutional rights was justified under the Charter of Rights. So you say this is not only about Jamaica's constitution, your constitutional rights as a citizen. This also has to do with the Charter of Rights, the Charter of Fundamental Rights, and there is no way that the prosecution can use anything from the Charter of Rights and explain this breach. Facts. Ready. The justice noted the prosecution would need to prove the justification with evidence. All right. Justice McDonald Bishop pointed out that the clock started ticking on the men having a fair trial in a reasonable time after they were charged in 2011. So I need you to understand this. People out there in Jamaica, listen up, because trust me, this will have everything to do with you or your family or your friend, somebody one day. Listen to this. The men them have been incarcerated since 2011. It's 2024 and they have not had a fair trial yet. 13 years, and the prosecution thinks that them can explain this.
For a third day, lawyers for the appellants continued their attempts to show weaknesses in the 2014 trial, which led to Kartel's conviction. TVJ's Vashon Brown was in court today and now joins us live. Vashon?
Thank you so much, Archie and Doreen. Now, Kartel is appealing the life sentence imposed on him in 2014 for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. Sean Campbell, Andre St. John and Kahira Jones were also convicted for the murder. There were several issues raised today by the lawyers representing the appellants, particularly by the lawyer representing Vybz Kartel. Issues like whether there should be a retrial and where was Kartel when Clive Lizard Williams was killed.
She argued that it calls into question a number of things like the credibility of the prosecution's main witness, as well as the veracity of cell tower information that was used during Kartel's murder trial. The issue of a retrial also came up today. Kartel's lawyer urged the court to quash the conviction and not to order a new trial. She pointed to what she called the overwhelming number of deficiencies raised about the trial, like prosecutorial misconduct, breaches of the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom, inclusion of inadmissible evidence, and a rush to justice.
Oh, we are saying that it's so bad.
First of all, there's no explanation because in 2020, when you dismissed the appeal, you could have did order a retrial, wrong or right.
Welcome back, continuing the news. The Court of Appeal has upheld the convictions of dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel, Sean Campbell, Kiara Jones, and Andre St. John for the 2011 murder of Clive Lizard Williams.
One of the grounds for the appeal was the admissibility of cell phone evidence. The phone is important because it contained, among other things, 40 voice notes, 8 images, as well as text messages relied on by the prosecution. Lawyers for the appellant argued that the phone was tampered with and manipulated. In the October 2014 trial, a police investigator admitted that there was an outgoing text message on the phone on October 1, 2011. Note here, the police took the phone from Kartel on September 30, 2011. The investigator also admitted in the 2014 trial that there were 3 outgoing calls on October 9, 2011. Prosecutors argued that the use of the phone was not malicious. In its decision, the Court of Appeal said there is no evidence of tampering with either the date or timestamps of the items relied upon by the prosecution. A mere possibility that there could have been manipulation of those items is not sufficient to disqualify those items from the consideration of the jury. The court said the fact that the phone was improperly used while in the custody of the police is too slender a basis to exclude the rest of the evidence on the phone. On March 13, 2014, there was an alleged case of bribery by one juror. The trial judge allowed the jury to deliberate after the issue was brought to his attention, but first reminded the jurors of their oath. That led the lawyers for the appellants to argue that they were tried by a contaminated and tainted jury. During the 2018 appeal hearing, prosecutors had argued that failure to discharge the jury, despite of the bribery allegation, cannot amount to a miscarriage of justice. In response to this, the Court of Appeal says it seems to us that the judge had before him enough information on which to base his discretion to continue with the trial with warnings or directions to the jury, which he ultimately did. There was nothing that could have been gained and a great deal that would have been lost by questioning the accused juror. Vashon Brown, TVJ News.
Right? So how you have a reasonably explain this to me? Wait, explain it. Explain it. Explain it. And get away with it. Understand? You can lock up in a prison for 13 years and not have no fair trial yet. Understand that? You see, if them appeal judge and don't know what them a do, it will come back and come bite them in their ass. Justice McDonough Bishop. Now, she said it would be incorrect to believe the starting point was March 2024, when the Privy Council overturned their convictions. So from 2011 to this day, the man them still don't have no fair trial yet. We need to know for keep it in our head. Say the Jamaican justice system can keep you locked up for 13 years without a fair trial and then bribe you with bail. Alright? In response, Prosecutor Tugwell noted that acquittal or dismissal of the case should be seen by the Court of Appeal as a last resort option. Tugwell, kiss me ass. How would you like to lock up in a jail for 13 years without a fair trial, Tugwell? Alright. The prosecution maintains that a fair trial for Kartel and his co-accused was still a strong possibility if the case is set back for a retrial. You never hear no bullshit like this. Fair trial where? Hey, you kiss me ass over again. At 13 years, the man a wait for a fair trial and you don't give him none yet, but you don't want a retrial? Fuck you. I'm sure you dismiss it with juror misconduct. So up and you need to no matter what you're saying can get a fair retrial. The system now give nothing fair. When I breach a man's constitutional rights and I tell me say he can get a fair retrial. During the morning session of Friday's hearing, Prosecutor Janet Forbes told the three-judge panel that sufficient safeguards existed to manage any risk that pre-trial publicity may cause. We manage what? We already know everything. I want to this lady.
That of the 56 prosecutors employed to the office of the DPP, less than 50% have experience of 5 years and over. She noted in an era of trial readiness and case management, inexperienced prosecutors are being asked to represent the state's interest in complex and serious cases.
Janet Forbes, safeguard what? We know everything already. You don't have no understanding and not know what going on. You just a fight same way. Upon a need to the mother with the lady, right? No. Somebody say, Sir P, don't guess. You see? This is either right now, sir. This is either right, sir. No need no proof and no evidence and nothing. And just need Sir P to come out and say, hey, so one of the board them round the corner. One of the boy around the corner do it. Him do it. So we pull up on the Facebook post right there. So look on the article from 1997. Look on the article and they say they want them to do thing over the corner. I'm guilty, I am do it. I am do it. I'm guilty, I'm do it. Yeah. Me say that, Sir P. If me say I'm do it, I'm do it. I did it. Yes, I'm do it. Sir P said that. Thanks to all the patron members. He did it. He did it. Right? That's all I need. Sure, people say, yes, he did it. All right. Forbes urged the Court of Appeal to trust that an empaneled jury would take their oath seriously and not be unduly influenced. Eh? Is that so? So Kia never take no oath. He says despite the high publicity in the case, the judges should look at other high-profile matters in coming to their decisions. Forbes highlighted the U.S. case of Bill Cosby and the South African case of Oscar Pistorius. See? Them to get them constitutional rights violated for 13 years. You think you can compare that to this? You think that it is only about publicity? This is about constitutional rights as well. And this will become case law. So the appeal judges better know what them round there are doing. Now, Forbes say judges allow those cases to proceed amid heightened publicity because of the interest of justice. Me not even interested in an Oscar Pistorius story or Bill Cosby. Might as well need news R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, and everybody else. No, not tell me this far. Like so them man they did get them constitutional rights violated for 13 years. But you know, we don't be able to use them money. If you don't violate them constitutional rights for 13 years, then I walk out a long time. So don't come show them to me as no bumbleclad example. Justice McDonald Bishop appeared unconvinced by the comparison. Hey, me never read that yet, you know, man. The prosecution's case, Tugwell told the court that it was because prosecutors cared about Kartel and his co-accused, why they wanted the case tried on its merit and not simply dismissed on a technicality. Hold on there. Hold on there. Kiss me ass. All around there on the prosecution team. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Here in the pussy hold them round there. But because they care about Kartel and him co-accused, they want to try the case on its merits and not simply dismiss and not technically. You don't give a fuck about Kartel. You prefer him dead round there. Who not talk about? Remember, say superintendent round there report. Who not telling us that Kartel look alright? Kartel run in a mental anguish. Kartel run there dead. Him heart only work at 50%. And I want to know sister not gonna lose this. Don't not come up about to not half a bumbo clock be up underneath on the mother. But you don't care about the man them, when you don't give them no fair trial for 13 years. When you don't dismiss all of the man them appeal, with all of the errors them with it in the trial, you never give a fuck. When you did wrong and strong, Paula said this is just a vote against the prosecution. My Thompson lady go in a court and say, oh, they did have a right for breach them constitutional rights because it was justified. And you ever tell me, sir, because you care about them? Fuck you, one on top. Hey, suck uno mad that everybody on the prosecution team. Appeal judge, when the appeal judge hear this, yeah, in there can bet. Really? Fuckery you talking now. And that the judge in our head that say fuck this, we never hear such fuck from in our life since we sit down up here, so. But you don't care about him and them when I have no fair trial for 13 bumbleclot years. You don't care about them? The only time we don't care about cartel health when you're not going to lose a lie. All of a sudden, we're not ready to ignore the whole bumbleclot constitution and the bail act where say a murderer cannot go. No one care about cartel health? No one care about it? No, but no one care about, you don't give a fuck about cartel health. Only because it's reaching our courtroom. And you know, see, so we not lose. We not come try to remedy the thing with a bribe. We not come throw a bone to the man them. See that bone here, take it. We know we lock you up for 13 years, going to mental anguish. Make you not miss enough family. All on the grandchildren. Some of you not have no chance to have no youth. Right? But then care for them. They care for them greatly. Out of a panel, I must say 3 to 5 judge and 1 judge send it through, yeah? Them not give a shit about none of the man them. None of the man them not give a shit about. And once somebody do this entire thing, we care about the man them. One, and that was the one appeal court judge that sent the case to the Privy Council. Them never give no shit. Okay? So, sometimes I kind of confused over here, so when them talk about all of a sudden, then care. The technicalities were always there to be resolved. We did not have to get here. But on a wrong and strong, the appeal judge then used them bumbleclot discretion too much, right? And understand, say when them say things are come back for bite you, we are here. We are here. The appeal judge them have to know what them do because this will be case law. Yeah? So now have to be careful with how not think it acceptable to violate somebody's constitutional rights to a fair trial for 13 years. And then there's something that them appeal judge have to look into. The prosecution has no strong argument. They cannot justify anything. None of the courts cannot justify anything. This court, I was supposed to fix it. Because of them ignore it at every point. The appeal courts denied the man them appeal at every point except at one time. Them have to fix this now. No, I feel them fault. Because if they did just allow the man them to have a retrial, them would have in a jail are dead right now, yeah? Them would have never come out. Them would have never come out. And then no not talk about who no care. Who no care about the man them. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. We don't want the man them to dead in debt. Them talk about because you don't care about the cartel and his co-accused. You care about somebody? Well, that's why you want them sent to prison for life? How this care work? Or what kind of care this? Or what kind of care this when they want you to lock up in a jail for life? No care about me, pussy. Don't care about me. Me don't want your caring. Your caring I gonna lock me up in a somewhere for years and years and years till me dead. You think me need your care and your compassion? Me don't want nothing from you. Me just want to be released right now. 13 years me I go through this. My heart I feel. It's 50%. Let me out. When you violate my constitutional rights for years and years and years and years. When you make me health condition deplete. Me soon dead. But you care about him. So you want him to spend the rest of the days where you have left to live in lock up in a jail. Right? So you care. Fuck you. Anyways, guys, I thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, take care of your nice, clean, beautiful selves. One love. Bye.
It is coming up to the freedom of Vybz Kartel, Adi the teacher, the world boss, Vybz Kartel, Adi Bantan, the chancellor. The more name this man have. Big up yourself, teacher. me almost like I say which part, wherever you're there right now, but me know which part you're there right now. So big up yourself. In the cell block round in one part. Big up yourself, Kartel. Because guess what now? You soon come out here free for all the way. And it's going to be a grand celebration when the boss come out. Ubex. Now. So I'm going to play a big Kartel, the Portmore Empire, the Gaza Empire. Ubex, I'm going to play all of them songs right now. Me not give a shit. Let's go! Kartel, what you know about me? Kartel, what you know about me? Ready up. Ready up, man?
God's a girl.